All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Ryan. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mariota gives to Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
21.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Get up!
A first down carry for Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, here's Smith. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys work against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, South. Hey, got it.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's caught by Treadwell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A handoff to Smith. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here we go now with Smith. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Ryan. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. So we are at half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mariota to throw it. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground with Smith. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Titans getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. First down, Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Mariota now on second down. Uncorks one for Davis. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Into his end zone. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 64 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Ryan on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Gun! 21! Space! 26!
Here's Ryan to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception here, Mariota shedding the tackle. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. from the gun, Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
20.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, wait. Gun.
Here's Ryan. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Hey, let's go.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They begin with Henry. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back near his goal line, Mariota. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Hey, gun.
Ryan wants to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ryan to throw. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got some space here. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Oh, here we go.
They'll this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Ryan Succopon for the point after.
The data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, they continue to make their case for the